The late 18th century saw France in possession of a Caribbean treasure, Saint-Domingue. This island, nestled in the heart of the Caribbean, was more than just a geographical location. It was a symbol of immense wealth and prosperity for the French Empire. The island's strategic position and fertile lands made it an invaluable asset, coveted by many but controlled by the French. This island, modern-day Haiti, pulsed with the lifeblood of the booming sugar trade. The lush landscapes were dotted with vast sugar plantations, stretching as far as the eye could see. These plantations were the heart of the island's economy, driving its prosperity and making it a crucial player in the global sugar market. Its fertile soil yielded vast fortunes in sugar, coffee, and indigo. These crops were not just commodities, they were the backbone of the island's wealth. The rich volcanic soil of Saint-Domingue was perfect for cultivating these high-demand products, which were then exported to Europe and beyond. European markets craved these commodities. The demand for sugar, coffee, and indigo was insatiable, fueling the growth of Saint-Domingue's plantations. European consumers, from the aristocracy to the burgeoning middle class, developed a taste for these exotic goods, making them staples in households across the continent. Saint-Domingue, a small island, became one of the wealthiest colonies in the world. The opulence of the plantation owners was evident in their grand estates and lavish lifestyles. They built magnificent homes, adorned with the finest European furnishings, and lived lives of luxury, far removed from the harsh realities of the plantations. Its wealth, however, was built on a foundation of exploitation and misery. The prosperity of Saint-Domingue came at a tremendous human cost. The island's economic success was inextricably linked to the brutal system of slavery that sustained it. The engine driving this economic powerhouse was the labor of enslaved Africans. These men, women, and children were forcibly brought to the island, torn from their homelands and subjected to unimaginable hardships. They worked from dawn till dusk, enduring grueling conditions to keep the plantations running. They toiled under the relentless Caribbean sun. The heat was oppressive and the work was backbreaking. Yet despite the harsh conditions, the enslaved Africans persevered, driven by a resilience that defied their circumstances. Their blood and sweat watered the crops that brought immense wealth to French plantation owners. Every stalk of sugarcane, every coffee bean, and every indigo plant was a testament to their labor and sacrifice. These enslaved souls were seen as mere cogs in a vast, cruel machine. They were dehumanized, treated as property rather than people, and subjected to relentless exploitation. They were treated with unimaginable brutality. Punishments were severe, and any sign of resistance was met with harsh retribution. The scars of this cruelty were both physical and psychological, leaving a lasting impact on those who endured it. This stark contrast between opulence and suffering set the stage for an earth-shattering revolution. The seeds of rebellion were sown in the fertile ground of injustice, leading to a historic uprising that would change the course of history. The enslaved Africans of Saint-Domingue endured a living hell. Torn from their homes, they were thrust into a world of unimaginable cruelty and hardship. The island, rich in resources, became a prison for those who toiled under the scorching sun. They were ripped from their homelands and thrust into a brutal new reality. Families were shattered, communities destroyed, and the very fabric of their existence was torn apart. The journey across the Atlantic, known as the Middle Passage, was a journey of death and despair. Packed like cargo in the bowels of ships, they faced disease, malnutrition, and the constant threat of death. Many did not survive the harrowing voyage. Those who survived faced a life of forced labor. From dawn till dusk, they worked under the watchful eyes of overseers, their bodies pushed to the brink of exhaustion. They worked tirelessly on the plantations. The sugarcane fields, the coffee plantations, and the indigo farms became their new reality, a relentless cycle of labor and suffering. The overseers wielded the whip with merciless abandon. Punishments were swift and brutal, designed to instill fear and maintain control. The crack of the whip was a constant reminder of their subjugation. Each day was a struggle for survival. Families were torn apart. Children were separated from parents, husbands from wives, siblings from each other. The bonds of kinship were severed, leaving deep emotional scars. Their cultures and traditions were suppressed. The rich tapestry of their heritage was systematically unraveled, replaced by the harsh realities of their new existence. Yet in the face of such oppression, they found ways to keep their traditions alive, in secret and in whispers. Yet the human spirit, even in the face of such unimaginable cruelty, refused to be extinguished. They found strength in their shared suffering, resilience in their unity, and hope in their dreams of freedom. The enslaved Africans yearned for freedom. In their hearts they carried the hope of liberation, the dream of a life free from chains and oppression. They whispered stories of resistance and liberation, passed down through generations. These stories became a beacon of hope, a reminder that their spirit could not be broken. Little did they know, a storm was brewing on the horizon, one that would forever change their destiny. The seeds of rebellion were being sown, and soon the island of chains would become an island of revolution. The year 1789 saw the very foundations of power tremble in France. The French Revolution erupted, fueled by the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. News of this momentous event traveled across the Atlantic, reaching the shores of Saint-Domingue. For the enslaved Africans, these whispers of freedom were like a spark to dry tinder. The French Revolution proclaimed the rights of man. Yet these rights were not extended to the enslaved millions in France's colonies. The hypocrisy was not lost on the enslaved population of Saint-Domingue. They began to question their own bondage. Why should they, who toiled and suffered to enrich France, be denied the very freedoms the French were fighting for? The seeds of rebellion began to take root. The night of August 22, 1791, a storm raged across Saint-Domingue, but a different kind of storm was brewing, one fueled by centuries of oppression and the yearning for freedom. On that fateful night, the enslaved Africans rose up in arms. The Haitian Revolution had begun. Plantations burned, symbols of their oppression consumed by flames. The revolution spread like wildfire across the island. It was a chaotic, bloody struggle. Former slaves, armed with whatever weapons they could find, attacked the symbols of their oppression. The French colonists, caught off guard, were initially overwhelmed by the sheer ferocity of the rebellion. Section 5. The Rise of Toussaint Louverture. From the chaos of the early rebellion, a leader emerged, Toussaint Louverture. A former slave himself, Toussaint was a brilliant strategist and a charismatic leader. He quickly gained the allegiance of the rebel forces. Under his command, the revolution transformed from a desperate uprising into a disciplined fight for freedom. Toussaint's military acumen was remarkable. He implemented effective guerrilla tactics, using his knowledge of the island's terrain to his advantage. He outmaneuvered and defeated larger, better-equipped French forces. But Toussaint was more than just a military leader. He was a visionary who dreamt of a free and independent Haiti. Section 6. The Fight continues. Toussaint's leadership brought a semblance of order to the revolution. He established a constitution for Saint-Domingue and abolished slavery. His actions sent shockwaves across the world. However, Toussaint's success had made him a target. Napoleon Bonaparte, now First Consul of France, saw the loss of Saint-Domingue as a blow to French prestige and power. In 1802, Napoleon dispatched an army to retake the island and restore French authority. Toussaint, betrayed and captured, was sent to France, where he died in prison in 1803. But Toussaint's capture did not extinguish the flames of rebellion. His lieutenant, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, a fierce and determined leader, took up the mantle. The fight for freedom continued with even greater intensity. Section 7. A New Nation Forged in Freedom's Fire. Under Dessalines' leadership, the Haitian revolutionaries faced their former colonizers in a final, decisive battle at Vertières. This battle was not just a clash of armies, but a confrontation of ideals. The Haitian forces, driven by a burning desire for liberty and justice, stood firm against the might of the French Empire. The Haitian forces, inspired by the sacrifices of their fallen comrades, fought with extraordinary courage and determination. Each soldier knew that their fight was not just for themselves, but for future generations yearning to be free. Their bravery on the battlefield was a testament to their unyielding spirit and their unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom. The French army, decimated by disease and demoralized by the relentless Haitian resistance, was utterly defeated. The once formidable French forces found themselves outmatched by the sheer willpower and resilience of the Haitian revolutionaries. This defeat was a significant blow to the French colonial ambitions in the Caribbean. The victory at Vertières marked a turning point in history. It was a moment that resonated far beyond the shores of Haiti, sending shockwaves through the colonial world. The triumph at Vertières was not just a military victory, but a powerful statement against oppression and tyranny. It shattered the chains of slavery and colonialism. The victory symbolized the end of an era of brutal exploitation and the beginning of a new chapter of self-determination and sovereignty for the people of Haiti. On January 1, 1804, Dessalines declared the independence of Haiti. This declaration was a bold and defiant act, proclaiming to the world that Haiti would no longer be subjected to foreign rule. It was a day of immense pride and jubilation for the Haitian people. The world watched in awe as a new nation, the first Black Republic, was born. This historic moment was a beacon of hope and inspiration for oppressed peoples everywhere, demonstrating that the fight for freedom and equality could indeed triumph. Haiti, a beacon of hope for the oppressed, emerged from the ashes of revolution. Its birth was a powerful reminder that the quest for liberty and justice is a universal struggle, transcending borders and cultures. Its existence was a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to fight for freedom. The legacy of the Haitian Revolution continues to inspire movements for justice and equality around the world, reminding us all of the enduring power of the human spirit. Section 8. A legacy of resistance, a beacon of hope. The Haitian Revolution was more than just a fight for independence, it was a resounding declaration of humanity. It challenged the very foundations of slavery and colonialism. Its impact reverberated across the world, inspiring hope in the hearts of enslaved people and striking fear into the hearts of slaveholders. The Haitian Revolution served as a beacon of hope for enslaved people across the Americas. It inspired uprisings and rebellions as those who had been denied their basic human rights dared to dream of freedom. The success of the Haitian Revolution showed the world that freedom was possible, that even the most deeply entrenched systems of oppression could be overthrown. Section 9. The Haitian Revolution's enduring impact. The Haitian Revolution stands as a pivotal moment in human history. It forever altered the geopolitical landscape of the Americas and left an indelible mark on the global conscience. The courage and resilience of the Haitian people serve as an inspiration to all those who fight for justice and equality. The revolution's legacy extends far beyond the shores of Haiti. It serves as a reminder that the pursuit of liberty and equality is a universal aspiration, one that transcends time and place. The Haitian Revolution, with its message of freedom and self-determination, continues to resonate in the struggles for social justice that unfold around the world.